Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be the Dust Collectors Get Ready With Me. I do this in collaboration with several other ladies. Every month there's Amy, Verity, Sam, and Kim. 4 other ladies, and I will have their channels linked down below. I'm not sure if all of them are going to be posting this month. I know some people have been having some issues with filming, but it would still be great for you to check them out, and if you like their channels, subscribe to them. It is a super cloudy, super stormy day. We already had a huge storm blow through at like 5 o'clock this morning, and it's just been very cloudy and thundery, so you might hear some rumbling in the background. Kitty is with me, my dog, my pit bull, and she is terrified of storms and thunder. So she has been clinging to me. Like, I cannot take a step in this house without her being right there. So she's over here. She's calm right now. She's not shivering. Sometimes when it storms, she starts actually shivering. And my husband and the kids are out of the house today because he took them to a flea market way up north. So I think it's going to take them like an hour just to drive up there. Oh, my scalp is itchy. So I think it's going to take them like an hour to drive up there and an hour to drive back, and then they're going to wander around there. So hopefully the weather holds out for them, because I'm assuming they're going to be outside for part of the day. But anyways, that's the update. Let's get started. I've already primed my face. I've already put some NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk on my brow bone and some eye primer on, and I've color corrected a little bit. I think I'm having some melasma start to peek through, which usually happens in the summer. Yeah, kind of looks like I have a stash, but I don't. I've plucked. I plucked already this morning. It's not hair, it's melasma. I have pulled 5 items from my summer Shop My Stash basket that I haven't touched in a very long time, and I'm excited to pull them out and see what I think of them. First of all, I have a foundation. This is a look at that. Isn't that stunning? This is from Tarte. It is the Amazonian Colored Clay Liquid Foundation in the shade Medium. I've said this before. I am not medium. I don't know why. I think I'm medium. I think this is probably still going to be too dark for me, but it is the end of July, and this might be as tan as I get this whole year. So if I want to use this even one time this year, today might be the day. So if it is too dark, we'll have to adjust. But this is a liquid foundation that's in this jar, and there's a little screen on top. And I have my It Cosmetics brush, the heart-shaped one that they used to release every year in October. So we're gonna try and see if I can get product out. I haven't used this in so long. It's been a minute. Let's see, is there anything coming out? No, not really. What am I doing? Yeah, there's something coming out. And it looks dark. Why would I buy a shade this color? I'm really confused by my former self. I'm not getting a lot of product out, that's for sure. This might take a while. Oh, I gotta move you guys in. I always forget. Hold on. It's also kind of yellowy, very warm toned, medium. This isn't really working for me. All right, I'm sticking my finger in like this, and I'm pushing against the net, and I'm picking up product that way now. Okay, and the net's getting kind of soggy. Okay. Why would I buy this shade? Well, I bought it off of Look. I'm pretty sure I bought this off of Look, and I probably didn't have a lot of options. Sometimes they only have like one shade. Oh my gosh, you guys, why am I not stopping? I gotta stop myself, but I can't. I can clearly see that this is too dark, and I'm not stopping. Oh my gosh, okay. I think there have been summers where I've gotten this tan, but this isn't that summer. Hopefully it blends in a little. So how have you guys been? What's new? How have your summers been going? My summer is going well, but it's going by very fast. And I'm starting to realize that in just a few weeks, I'm gonna be going back to work, and I'm not ready mentally, physically, emotionally. I'm not ready. Ron and Hazel have both been doing a lot of sports this summer. Hazel's been doing a morning tennis camp for an hour a day for the past 4 weeks, Monday through Thursday, and that ended. And Ron's been on the swim team, as you guys might remember. He's been doing all the swimming, and the summer season ended on Thursday. So both those things are over now. And I'm looking forward to getting that time back, because Hazel's was in the morning and Ron's was in the night, and I would have, you know, a good chunk of time during the day. But I'm excited to not have to race out of the house. And I'm excited to actually be able to cook dinner again for the first time in months, because the nighttime practice is from, well, for a long time it was from 6 to 7, and then at the end they changed it from 7 to 8:30. But it was just kind of like, why bother cooking dinner? That is a poor excuse. I should have cooked dinner, but I used it as an excuse to not cook dinner, so I have to start cooking again. But I'm relieved for them to have a break from those sports, although Hazel really likes tennis. This was her first time ever trying tennis, and she wants to keep going, so I might have to find a way for her to be able to keep doing tennis. But she also wants to do dance, and she also wants to join the swim team, and she's just one of those kids that wants to do everything. I'm not getting a ton of coverage, but I'm afraid if I layer up too much, the color will really show. What do I do? I'll layer up a little on the melasma stash. Obviously, one answer for this problem would be to mix this with a lighter foundation, which I will probably have to do at some point to get through this container. I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna stop right there. It is what it is. So I was watching YouTube last night, and you guys know I'm way behind on watching YouTube, because I'm subscribed to more channels than I have hours in the day. There are more videos in my subscription feed than I have hours in the day, and so I hoard YouTube videos like I hoard everything else, and I want to watch all of them, and as a result, I am years behind on watching YouTube videos, which has really helped my low buy quite a bit, because I am so clueless as to what's out there. I don't even get FOMO. But on the other hand, I also am not really up on current events. So I have been noticing that my subscription feed has been a little bit light lately, and I'm not sure why, because again, a lot of times when I get a video in my feed, it goes right to a watch later list. So don't judge, but right now I'm watching videos from like September of 2019. We're about 3 years behind. We're getting really close to 3 years behind on watching YouTube videos, which again, I don't mind too much, but again, I'm just so clueless as to what's going on. So up pops a video from Beauty News about Ordinary products and how much product are in the Ordinary product. It's from like September of 2019. And as I'm watching it, I'm thinking, I don't think a Beauty News video has popped up in my feed in a while. Like, I wonder if I'm no longer subscribed to them, because people talk about how like mysterious unsubscription things happening. I'm using my Edward Best concealer that's in my A to Z project. This is not a dusty product. It's one I use every single day, and it's a little bit light, but maybe that will help. And so I go to my subscription list, and I am still subscribed to the Beauty News, and they haven't posted a video in 6 months. You guys, how come nobody told me that Beauty News has not posted a video in 6 months? So I have no idea what's going on with them, because they are still posting videos individually on their individual channels, but they're not doing Beauty News. So what happened, you guys? Fill me in on the details, because I had no idea until last night that they weren't posting at all, because I just didn't even realize that their videos weren't popping up in my feed. Because like I said, I'm subscribed to 1 million people. Oh, that is light. I should put that in other places. I'm going to add a little bit of that here. Oh, wind it up, Paula. Add a little bit here, a little bit here, here, and here. Just dot it around here. So yeah, I was really shocked to realize that Beauty News hasn't filmed a video 6 months. I do remember them talking about how doing makeup breakup videos was getting to be difficult for them, and they were kind of losing love for the makeup breakup videos. But I thought they were still doing like the updates as far as new releases. And I just realized last night that they haven't posted a new release. So if you got the scoop, leave it down below. My under eyes are still really bright. I have been reading quite a bit this summer. I've been challenging myself to read, and it's been easier to do with all the sports. So when Hazel's at tennis for an hour, I'm sitting in the racquetball club with an hour and nothing to do. And so I bring the iPad and I let Ron play on the iPad. Sometimes I'm editing videos or responding to comments or posting on Instagram. Other times I am reading. So I've been trying to read more. And then when Ron has swim practice, I try to read during those times too. But I have made friends with some of the other swim moms, so sometimes we're just sitting around talking. I read the entire book, Where the Crawdads Sing. That was such a good book. It's a movie. It just came out in the theaters. So you could either watch the movie, which I haven't seen, or you could read the book. But it was good. I really enjoyed that book very, very much. I read it in just a couple of days. It was a page turner. And I also finally finished a book that was a book club book several months ago. It was called Apples Never Fall. And I don't know if I loved that book. It was all right. It was okay. It was kind of a strange storyline. But I did finally, I'm glad I finished it, because the other problem with that book was that I couldn't get it finished in time for the book club, but I still went to the book club to see my friends, even though I didn't finish the book. So I ended up hearing details about the ending of the story. And everybody was like, you should still read it. You know, we're not going to tell you everything. But I was kind of, without the pressure of the book club meeting, without the suspense of like the ending, I'd kind of lost interest in the book and put it down for a while. So I finally finished that. And they did leave a lot of details out for me. I really appreciate that. That was really nice of them to not give all the spoilers. I'm still using this, you guys. This is the NARS Concealer in Hazelnut. It's almost gone, but still going strong. Look at how dark that is, though. You could see why I only need such a tiny amount. When I put this into when I put this into my advent calendar project pan, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. No idea. I mean, it is almost August, you guys. So that was a good book. Not great, but good. I liked Where the Crawdads Sing much, much better. But it was all right. I enjoyed it, especially at the end. It got a little bit more interesting at the end. And then now I am starting a new book. I haven't actually started it yet, but it's called The Woman in the Library, and that's actually a new release. That was a book that came out in 2022. So I actually had to purchase it. I hate buying books because I have access to a library, and I like to borrow books because I don't want to fill my house up with books. and I don't want to spend money on books. So I love the public library, but when a book is that brand new, there's no way I'm gonna get it in time for book club. So I actually had to buy it off of Amazon. But it's a short book, it's a quick read, it's like 200 pages, and our book club decided it would be a good book for a summer read. For my cream blush, I'm using this Sephora cream blush in Coral Flush. This is in my Project 10 uses, and I have been loving it. It is so pretty. I've never used it before, and I'm so glad I put it in this project because it is just a really fun blush. I think there's a part of me that was worried that this would be too dark for me or too bright, but I don't think it's too dark or too bright. I really like it, and it's got like this pretty, like, I don't know if you could see it, but it's got this like pretty gold shine that even after I blend it out still shows. But it's not like gold glitter, it's just, I don't know, very pretty. Okay, I think I'm finally done with all of my cream products, and I forgot to bring a powder out, dang it. So I am going to go ahead and get a powder. I will be right back. So if there are any books that you've been reading this summer that you have been loving, let me know what they are, and I will add them to my Goodreads list or see if they're already on my Goodreads list, because I've been in the zone for reading and it's been really fun. Which means I haven't been cleaning my house, but that's a whole nother story. I'm gonna set my under eyes with this powder right here. This is in my Labor of Love It project pan this summer. My goal was to hit pan on this. I don't think that's gonna happen because I've already been using it for a month and it still looks brand new. But I'm glad to be finally using this powder. It's been kicking around for years, untouched. Okay, I'm gonna be bronzing. Is that what it's called? I'm gonna be using this as a blush and bronzer. I think this is another Tarte product. I guess it's a Tarte. This is the shade Peach Bronze. It's a colored clay bronzer blush. And that's kind of how I have enjoyed using it in the past. This is what it looks like on the inside. There's a lot of bronzy brown shades. There's some olivey green shades. There's some highlighty shades. There's some pinky peach. And so I'm just gonna put this everywhere. I haven't used this in a long time. As you can tell, the pattern is still very obviously on there. So I haven't used it a whole lot, but when I did use it several years ago, I remember being really impressed with this product and enjoying it very, very much and thinking it was good. So I'm glad to be using it again for the first time in such a long time. I have too much makeup. My name is Paula and I have too much makeup. So with the cream blush underneath, I don't feel like I need a separate blush. Plus this has some color to it, but yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. It's a one and done product. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. One and done, except for I'm gonna add a highlighter. I have pulled this Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Petals. I've never used this even once. Did I bring a highlighter brush? No, damn it. I'll be right back. So the reason I pulled this highlighter from my summer Shop My Stash is that I think this is a little bit of a more deeper goldeny shade. Although it might be wearable year round, I'm not sure. It is beautiful. There's another Wet n Wild highlighter, Bloom Time maybe, that I've had my eye on. It's, oh my gosh, it's definitely got a lot more of a like peachy tone to it, which I tend to like very much. Wow. But I haven't purchased that. I don't own that. This is I own several Wet n Wild highlighters, but this is one that I've never used even once. Holy crap. I don't know why I'm surprised. I know how these look. I've seen people use these products for years, but it's a little shocking. Just trying to blend. Blending, blending, blending. All right. I should have put my brows on when I was in the bathroom. We could do that later. Let's move on to eyeshadow. The palette I pulled from my summer Shop My Stash basket is this Lorac palette in Desert Sunset. She came out with 3 of these palettes at one time. There was a mountain one and an ocean one. I was interested in all 3, but I was most interested in this one, so I only purchased this one. This is what it looks like on the inside. Just a lot of like neutrally shades, but then you got these kind of more pinky shades and this purple shade. I'm kind of tempted to just use this one all over my lid today and see what that's like. But to start out with, I'm gonna put this highlighty shade on my brow bone because I love a highlighty brow bone. That's my favorite. Am I close enough to you guys? I don't know. It's not the shimmeriest of shadows. It's more of like a satiny shade, which some people might love for a brow bone highlight, but I would prefer something even more shimmery than this, but I mean, it works. We're gonna make it work. All right, yeah, I'm gonna take the shade. Okay, so I'm gonna take this shade called Sunset right here, and I am going to put that everywhere. It kind of looks like I've never used that shade, but actually it kind of looks like I've never used any of these shades. This whole palette basically looks brand new. I have my brand new Real Techniques eyeshadow brush that came in that eyeshadow kit that I bought with my Ulta Points haul. So we're gonna try this out and see how it works. I didn't set my eyeshadow primer today. I just used the Urban Decay Primer Potion, which I was panning in my 50 Shades of Purple project, but I haven't really used that much since that project ended because I've been using like colored eyeshadow bases instead of a colorless eyeshadow primer. Wow. Whoa. That is a bold shade. I have to blend that sucker out a little. Can you guys hear the thunder rolling in the background? I don't know if you could hear it or not, but it's a really nice sound. It's not, there's no rain yet. It's far enough away that it's kind of a nice, pleasant, thundery sound. And we're not getting like a torrential downpour. We have had some, I don't want to say major expenses, but we have had some expenses this summer. We had to buy a new washer and dryer because I hated our washer. We had a front loading washer that I had purchased in like 2006 or 2007. And if you've had a front loading washer, you know that they suck. Like the gasket gets really moldy, so we left ours open. I racked my hands on them every single time I had to take something in or get something out. Like I've scraped my hands so many times. It's just not as cool. They look cool. I remember when I first saw them, I thought they were the coolest looking thing ever, but the reality is they're not actually that cool. So I really hated the washer and the washing machine. And then our dryer stopped working. Actually, it stopped working several months ago. So we've been drying our clothes in the backyard. I'm gonna take this shade here called Sunrise and try and blend out the edges a little bit. And I'm just gonna use the same brush. So for like 2 months now, a month, yeah, maybe 2 months, we've just been hanging our clothes on the fence and like over chairs in the dining room and things like that so that they could dry. Towels that dry that way, not that soft. They're kind of like crispy hard and uncomfortable. But I don't know why I didn't like, I could have run out and bought another washer and dryer, but I also didn't feel like we were being that inconvenienced, you know. There were a couple times when we put all the laundry outside in the backyard to dry and then we got a downpour. So, I mean, we were inconvenienced at times, but it wasn't horrible. Anyways, I finally pulled the trigger and bought a new washer and dryer on 4th of July. And then we had to have some plumbing repairs done because the people that came out, we bought it through Home Depot. But Home Depot, like every other company, has a third party that does the delivery. And when the delivery guys came, they were like, we can't install this. This pipe is too rusty. You need to have a gas shutoff valve closer to the dryer. And I'm like, what? So they turned around and left without installing our washer and dryer, which was extremely frustrating. But I had to have a plumber come out, and then I had to spend another like $400 on plumbing work that I wasn't anticipating. I still feel like that is a little bold. I'm gonna take this peachy shade down here. It's called Dunes, and I'm gonna try and blend this out a little bit more. Maybe I'll use a different brush. I'm gonna take this one from Makeup Geek. So we finally had all the necessary work done, and we got the washer and dryer, and it is huge. The washing machine is gigantic. Okay, that helped a lot. I normally do not bring my shadow up so high. This is a little bit high for me, but this is happening. I don't know what it is about these get ready with me's, but they always get a little bit out of hand. I think I'm gonna have to put my brow bone highlight back on again because that's gone. So I'm getting used to the new washer and dryer. And then we decided to re-landscape a part of our front yard. And so that's gonna start in like a week. Because it's just all really overgrown. That's really the reason. Now I'm gonna take this other Real Techniques brush. I've used it several times. I like it a lot. And I'm gonna apply the same shades to my lower lash line. Starting with this one and then maybe just going straight to this one to blend it out. And now our ice maker in our fridge went out. So I had an appliance guy come out to take a look at that and see if he could fix it. And he was like, your fridge is over 10 years old. You're gonna have to just buy a new one. I mean, apparently that's the lifespan of appliances these days. When I bought this house, all the appliances were like 30 years old and they were going strong. And now appliances last 10 years. Which seems like a long time, but it's a lot of money for something that you're gonna end up trashing in 10 years. And the guy basically said, you know, you're just gonna put good money after bad if you fix this ice maker. It was gonna cost like $400 to fix it, and the fridge is already 10 years old, so something else is gonna go wrong. So it sucks because we like having ice and we don't have ice now. We do have another fridge in our basement, and I think we're gonna get those, we're gonna bring back the trays. We're gonna bring the ice cube trays back. And I'm gonna clear out a shelf in the basement fridge, the freezer, and start making our own ice because we've been buying a lot of bags, or we have a neighbor who gives us her ice because she doesn't use ice, but she makes ice. Okay, I'm starting to like this a lot more. So our neighbor gives us ice, but that means I have to catch her when she's home and be like, hey, can I have some ice? I don't like to inconvenience people like that. I have basically no fallout from this eye look. Those Lorac shadows are so good. They really don't have any fallout. What do you guys think? Did you see this coming? I didn't see this coming. All right, I'm gonna go back in with the highlighter. I should go back in with that Wet n Wild highlighter. Maybe that's what I'll do, because that highlighter is a lot bolder than this highlighty shade. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild highlighter and highlight my brow bone and my inner corner, because this thing is not playing around, man. Just scared me, kitty. You done? You done barking? No? I like it. My nose is still itching. What the heck? I think I'm done with my eyes. I do need to finish my brows, add some eyeliner and mascara, but yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do with this eye look. I'm gonna dust my translucent powder all over my face, and then I'm gonna finish off my eyes off camera. Take in the matte side. What I've been doing is going in with the matte side first and putting that pretty much everywhere. And then I just take the glowy side on certain areas. I don't feel like this foundation is ridiculously dark on me. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I did take it down on my neck a little, which probably helped. I don't know. So anyways, if you're thinking about going on a no-buy, you should probably think about what happens when your washer and your dryer and your ice maker all go out after you've decided to re-landscape your front yard. Because maybe that'll help make your decision to go on a low buy easier. I'm very, very happy to finally be in a financial position where I can afford to take these kind of hits and, you know, be okay. But part of that means that I can't blow every dollar I own on makeup. And I've been tempted, guys. The temptation has been there. Should I do a wish list video? I haven't done a products I'm craving video in a long time. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, I will be right back with the eyes completely done and my brows on, and we will talk about which lipstick I chose. Be right back. Okay, I am back. This look is really starting to come together and I kind of am loving it. I did pick out 2 lip products from my Summer Shop My Stash basket. One is super bold and one is very calm and tame and neutral. I think I should go with the calm and tame and neutral one, but the super bold one I chose is this Lancome matte shaker in the shade Pink Power. This is an extremely pigmented hot pink, which kind of might go, but I don't know. I also grabbed this Revlon Butter Gloss in Tutti Frutti, which is just a very pretty peachy orangey shade that is basically brand new. I've used it once or twice. I feel like I got something on my lips. Like the lip gloss I put on 6 hours ago is all bunched up and doing funny things. Should I go with the bold one just because why not? Is it overkill to put on a hot pink lip with a hot pink eye? I'm kind of tempted to. Let's put this on and see how it looks, and then we'll put this one on and you guys can help me make a decision. All right, so this is just the Tutti Frutti Still not over the fact that Revlon discontinued these. And I thought those L'Oreal ones were gonna be like the new butter gloss, and those are already gone, aren't they? I don't think those are anywhere to be found. So what's out there now? I don't know. You guys know. Tell me. Does Physicians Formula have something like this out there? Who's got the butter glosses? Or they're not butter glosses, but they're, what are they called? Lip butters. So that's pretty bold. Orange lips, raspberry eyes. So this is look number 1. Okay, here we go. This is that, I'm sure you guys remember this, but it has that sponge tip applicator, which I don't have a problem with, but for a shade this bold, it's a little risky. All right, wish me luck, you guys. Oh, I got a hair there. Great. Starting out strong. I feel like I remember this being even bolder, so I don't know if I didn't shake it up well enough, or if maybe the last time I used it, I had a lip liner underneath. This should dry down matte. I don't hate this. What do you guys think? I think I'm just gonna leave this shade on and go with this one. The orange one was not bad, but it kind of clashed too. This one kind of goes. I don't know. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it like this, you guys. Let's do a quick recap of the 5 products I dusted off for this video today. First of all, this Tarte foundation in medium. It's a little bit dark. Ideally, I guess I would be mixing this with a lighter shade of foundation, but I don't feel like it was as far off base as I thought it was gonna be. I thought this was gonna be way too dark and way too yellow for me, and I don't feel like it's completely off, or am I just kidding myself? I don't know. As far as the formula of this foundation, I really like it. It's got the right level of coverage. I like the level of coverage it has. At first I thought it was a little bit light, but in the end, I feel like it gave me good coverage, and it has a nice like semi-matte finish that is very comfortable. And yeah, I really need to use this up because I've had it for a long time. It's probably half gone, or maybe even more than half gone, and I think I would like to finish this off. So one of my problems is I don't know if I have a nice light foundation to mix in with some of these darker shades, and I don't really want to buy a foundation to mix in with my darker shades when I have other foundations that I could just use as is. So I want to get my foundation numbers down before I purchase another foundation, but ultimately I have too many dark foundations, and I just don't have enough time in the summer to use these dark foundations, so I'm gonna have to mix them to get rid of them and use them up, but I'm gonna have to buy a foundation to do that. So that's my problem. But I did enjoy this, and I don't feel like it was too far off. You guys let me know. If I look ridiculous, let me know. Next, I use this bronzer blush from Tarte. I love this. I think it makes a great bronzer blush, and I actually wonder if maybe this should be more in my bronzer inventory than my blush inventory. It's been in my blush inventory this whole time, so I'm probably not gonna move it, but I actually think it might be more of a bronzer than a blush, but I love it and I enjoyed it very much. I would love to put this in a project and finish it off one day. I have no plans to do that anytime soon, but I'm so glad I had a chance to use it for the first time in years. A product I'd never used even once is this Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Petals. It's glowy, baby, very glowy, but beautiful. And it's for the shade I am now with my summer shade. And for this tan that I have currently going, this is a really nice shade for me. It's not too gold, but it is probably darker than a shade I'd feel comfortable wearing in the dead of winter. But I don't know, I've never tried it in the dead of winter, so what do I know? For my eyeshadow, I'm so glad I pulled this palette out for today's Get Ready With Me. I didn't know where I was going with this eye look, but I'm really happy with this look and I like it a lot. I would love to pan this palette one day. It's a 10 shadow palette, so it's not that big, but yeah, it would be a great palette to finish off and enjoy every bit of, but I feel that way about all my eyeshadows, so I'm just glad I had a chance to use it today, and I like this raspberry eye look that I mean, it's simple. I didn't really create anything. It's just one shadow basically, but I like it. And I'm glad it ended up kind of blending out at the top, because that was the only issue I was having, was getting it to blend out, and I do feel like I was able to blend it out in the end with the help of this peachy shade right there. And then finally I have this Lancome Matte Shaker. It's beautiful. I forgot how beautiful this product was. I forgot how much I love hot pink lipstick. I really love hot pink lipstick, and I feel like an unstoppable force with this lipstick on. I don't know what it is about hot pink. I do not wear red lipstick. Red lipstick makes me so self-conscious and nervous, like I'm playing with my mother's makeup, but you give me a hot pink lipstick and I feel like I can take on the world. I don't know what that is, but that's how I feel. And I love this lipstick very, very much. This is a great product, and I'm really glad that it still smells good, and you know, it hasn't gone bad. I've had it for a while. I've had all of my makeup for a while now. I've been on a low buy since like 2019, so all my makeup is old at this point, and I'm trying to come to terms with that, but you know, I'm just using it and trying to enjoy it as much as possible. But I do love this lip color very much, and I think it kind of goes with the eyeshadow. I know it's kind of close, like pink and pink, but I don't know. I ended up doing a brown eyeliner on my top lash, and I did a black liner in my waterline, because I'm panning both of them. I've been doing that a lot lately. I put the black in my waterline, and then I put the brown on my upper lash line. I don't know. I can't explain what I do, but that's what I did. All right, you guys, that is going to be it for this Get Ready With Me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the 4 ladies I have linked down below that are also doing this in collaboration with me. And that's everything. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.